This verdict just in. This has been a long-running investigation. This has culminated in the conviction for manslaughter of a serving West Mercia police officer, PC Benjamin Monk. He was one of the first to respond to calls of shouting in a street in Telford. This was back in August 2016, and the man that he confronted when he got to that scene was the former professional footballer Dalian Atkinson, of course best known for his time at Aston Villa. There was a confrontation that happened in the street in the early hours of the morning. PC Monk used his taser. He tasered Dalian Atkinson for some 33 seconds. The normal cycle of a taser is 5 seconds, and this trial has heard how PC Monk then kicked Dalian Atkinson at least twice in the head. Now, PC Monk always maintained that he was terrified of the 48-year-old during this confrontation. By the time paramedics arrived at the scene, Dalian Atkinson had lost consciousness and he died a short time later in hospital, and much of the medical evidence focused on the fact that Dalian Atkinson was in very poor health at the time. He was in end-stage renal failure, but the jury have looked at all the evidence and concluded that PC Monk should be convicted of the manslaughter of the former professional footballer Dalian Atkinson. The jury now still deliberating a verdict in the case of a second officer, Mary Ellen Betley-Smith. She stands trial for assault of Dalian Atkinson, and the jury still deliberating on that, but returning their guilty verdict in the case of PC Benjamin Monk, clearing him of murder but finding him guilty of manslaughter. So we just await now the jury's decision in the case of his colleague at the time.